Picking up where we left off in the previous video, we had some problems uploading the relays, which is exactly what I thought it would be, I believe. So let's try it again. We will import entries. And from my downloads, I've already downloaded it from the email and it should be fixed. And it'll be this most recent one. Let's see if it worked this time. It did. So 115 athletes, 309 entries, 44 relays, etc. We did it. So now, if you want to check the athletes again, we already checked the relay ones and they had their meets or their events there. So now here is the Sanger one, and you can see that these swimmers have events selected. All right, now what we will do to continue, now we had already done all of these things over here in the previous video, and now we're on seating preferences. Now that we have our athletes and teams in here, we can do this. So we have our basic. I don't change anything in here. Not sure what any of that does, but our standard lanes, again, we have 8 lanes. I believe Sanger has 10 lanes. We are actually going to them tomorrow, but I'm pretending that we're doing it here. I do not know how to change that because you can't like double click it or anything, so I'm not really sure how to do that. But then you go to our dual meets. Now here our 2 teams are selected. And visiting team is always the odd lanes. So Sanger, you drag and drop Sanger seals to the odd lanes. This is to ensure alternating of the 2 teams. And then drag hosting team is even. 6 and 8. So now what we want down here is strict assignment fastest heat only. This will ensure the first heat, which is our fastest swimmers when it's pre-seeded, will be home team visiting team, home team visiting team. And you will use the lane assignments above, these 2 things in the middle. Not all heats, and only this if you have an odd number of lanes, like 9 or 7 or 5. So, okay. And we've got our seating preferenced. I won't go over the report stuff again, but there's some neat stuff in there. Report headers, punctuation, footer. And I'll just repeat this because I don't know if who knows this, but I'd like some information on this. If I hook a printer up to the report and I can send it directly, and then if I had a different tray set up or different printer altogether set up for the labels with labels in them, I can print directly with the labels, which is kind of cool. I'm going to try that out. Okay, and then, of course, double check the scoring setup. Standard scoring setup, yes, we have 6, 4, 3, 2, 1 zeros, and relays 8, 4, 2 zeros. It should be there if you uploaded the CVRSL season 2023 that I sent. So now we are going to go to seating. Now seating, you click up here at seating and then you want to select all. Okay, so everything is highlighted in yellow and then you will start seating. It just takes a couple of seconds. Number of events seated is 74. If you recall, we have 76 events. These in white did not get seated, most likely because we don't have enough 15-18 boys for a relay. And I bet that's the medley relay as well down here, so that's minus the 2. Okay, and we have our session here, start time. So everything is seated. Now, to check your seating, you can go to the run. And of course we have invalid port number because I don't have anything plugged in yet. But you can come to your first event, and here we have our first relay. Now, we can leave it like this if you want. We have an empty row here, and just in case Reedley has a second or a third relay. But if not, if you're pretty sure that that's not going to happen, you can drag and drop that relay so that there's not a hole. And yes, you'll have two Singer seals next to each other, and that's okay. And you can go through each event like that. And if you're, oh, sorry, that wasn't relay, that was freestyle. Girls 18 under freestyle, 100 freestyle. So anyway, no wonder there were names there. I was confused a little bit. But you can do that or leave it. And again, there's more Singer seals than Reedley, so maybe I should get some more guys to swim that. Anyway, what's kind of neat about seating is now that we're on the relays, if you do not want to run 2 heats of 6 and under, 1 heat of girls, 1 heat of boys of the relay, because that will take forever, you can do some special seating. So I have 3 girls teams, and if I click my boys team, I actually only have 1 6 and under boys team. Now what I can do is go back to the girls, and I will pull all of these girls teams, click enter after each one, just up in the seating, or in the lanes. Then when I go to the boys, so girls are in 2, 3, 4 lanes, go to the boys, I'm going to take this lane 4, skip lane 5, and put these guys in lane 6. Now you can run 6 and under girls and 6 and under boys at the exact same time and still get the results. And when you're running the meet, when you get times for the girls, you'll click this get times here and it'll populate. And then when you go to the boys, instead of get times, you're going to click race number and then click the race number that the 6 and under, that they actually raced, the race number. And you enter that in the pop-up, and then it'll populate that time. So that's kind of cool. You can do that with some of your relays. Like this has 4 and this one is 4. Technically you're supposed to have an empty lane in between the two separate events, but maybe you don't have to, and we run 8 and unders all together. So I'll shove all these girl teams to 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then go to the boys teams and pull all of these down to 8. Just clicking enter. 7, 6, 5, and now girls and boys could swim together, but keep their times separate. So that's a neat feature that I try to utilize when I can, especially with those little guys. Another place you could utilize it is in the 15-18 category, if we had some boys in there, which we don't. But I'm wondering if the 15-18, oh, there's lots of them there, so probably won't be able to combine those. But maybe the IM, look, there's 4 there. No, this will be a big meet. So Anyway, you could probably do that with maybe with 8 and under girls and boys for the, oh, that, I was trying to go to this one. So, relays. Uh-oh. And I noticed that Readly does not have any relays for 8 and under. Here, we're going to have to fix that. So, good double checking here, too. Anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know. And then you're ready to start the meet. That's it, I think. Thanks.